I'm going to be installing a privacy fence around my patio, and I'm going to be using the Hoff fence system to do this. In order to abide by the bylaws of my HOA, the fence has to be removable. I needed something to screw the fence into, and my patio is only 4 inches thick, so I needed concrete footers for something thicker to install. In this video, I'll show you how I poured the concrete footers to use for this fence. To start, I had to set up where the footers would be poured. The fence is going to have 6-foot boards, so we took the base plate of the fence post to show where those would fall. Then we spray painted around the sonotubes to show where we needed to dig the holes. I got this auger on Facebook Marketplace for this, and it was a mistake. Dave came over to help me dig these holes with it, and it was an absolute bitch getting through this soil. I should have rented a better auger because the soil was so incredibly rocky and hard to get through. Here you can see how many rocks came up, and that's only a fraction of what we pulled out of these holes. We did as much as we could with the auger and then widened the hole for 12-inch sonotubes with the shovel. These are supposed to be 4-foot deep holes to meet the frost line, but I couldn't quite get them that deep, so we did what we could to get as close to that as possible. This isn't going to be supporting a lot of weight like deck footings would, so I think it should be okay, but I'm sure nobody will hesitate to tell me what I'm doing wrong here. I also had Digger's Hotline come out before digging, as you should always do when digging into your yard. Once I got the holes dug, I got the sonotubes installed with the tops of them to make sure they were all level with each other. Then it was time to start my favorite job, pouring concrete. This time I was better prepared and had a wheelbarrow that was actually able to stand up. I got the concrete mixed for each hole and smoothed out the top with my trowel. I don't have it on camera, but I did vibrate the sides of the tubes to make sure there were no air pockets. Once the concrete started to set, I came back with my MagFloat to smooth out the top. I let these footers completely set up for about 2 days before I started installing my fence. This is what the fence will look like on the finished footers. In my next video, I'll show you how I installed the Hoff fence system on these footers.